Hello my dear friends and welcome again on Politics Tube channel. This is Yunus speaking, and first of all I would like to welcome the new joiners of this channel, and also I am asking, if you are new to this channel, please make sure to like and subscribe. I will be so thankful for your support. And today's video we're gonna discuss the latest update that has been happened the last 24 hours. First of all, we're gonna speak about the latest update from Kherson area, and also we'll speak about the latest update from the Zaporizhia area, and also from Bakhmut, and also the news which is coming from Belarus, that Wagner PMC has established a military bases over there. It looks like they are preparing really for a new campaign. Maybe it's gonna start from the next August. So yes, jumping on the map here, we heading directly to the Dachi area, especially the latest update. And even the Russian sources has confirmed that Russia has suffered a lot of losses, as we know that Ukraine right now is, let's say, supervising very well the only supply line, and also even if we even this area, it is. It's high and also can get a very nice view over the supply line. And also the latest update from the Russian mainstream media, and also the Russian bloggers on Twitter and Telegram. They said that Russia has tried to let's say liquefy this area from the remaining Ukrainian troops. Well, the Russians, they did not use the armored vehicle because that Ukrainians can target them. And also Ukraine has launched a lot of let's say mines. They try to they put a lot of mines here. And also Ukraine has tried to blow up the bridge by using the marine drones. From this area, there is many videos showing that marine drone went under the bridge of Antonovsky and has blow up, but there is no damage has been happened to the bridge, and the Russians still use it to supply this Dachi area. I think from my point of view, it is let's say it is meaningless, to send supplies and also try to clearing this area from the Ukrainian troops. I think the Russians, they need to use the guided bomb missiles. Even the TOS-1 rockets is not enough. Many Russians, let's say, belongs to the Ministry of Defense. Russian Defense has said that there is no bridge has been done by the Ukrainians in the Dachi under the Antonovsky bridge, but in reality, the fierce fighting is still continuing in Dachi area. And I think, and like I said many times in my previous videos, the Russians, they need to step back. And even if the Ukrainians, took control of the whole this area, still for them a lot of job to do, because also for them, they will need to use the only supply line to go further. So yes, guys, we need to wait more time to understand the situation. So moving forward to Zaporizhia, north of Zaporizhia, especially on the Ukrainian counteroffensive front line. First of all, it's been raining, the last 2 or 3 days, and the Orikhiv bridgehead that was, let's say, has been frozen, and also the Kamiensk bridgehead, it's been frozen. Also, there is no, there is no advance from the Ukrainian side, but there is one information that now the Ukrainians, on the doorstep, or let's say on the outskirts from the village of Robotina, still for them, I think maybe just one field, and they enter the village of Robotina. Also, I think also we need to wait, because even if the Ukrainians, has took control of Robotina, also there is still a lot of Russian defense lines they need to pass. and the most important city, and I think the targeted city for this moving by taking control Robotina, it is the city of Tokmak. It is very important city. It is a strategic logistic city, but as we can see, the Ukraine is still, even if they took the village of Robotina, still a lot to do. They still far away from the main Russian defense line. Also, without forgetting, the, let's say, the magnificent job that has been done by the Russian helicopters, the Kamov AK. The Kamov 52 Alligator. Also, it is targeting very well the Ukrainians' armored vehicles. And also, we have seen many videos, suggesting, that Ukraine has lost a lot of armored vehicles in vicinity of the village of Rivnopil. As we know now, Ukrainians, they are regrouping on this area, trying to push back the Russians, through this line, and push the Russians behind the village of Pryutin and the village of Novodonetsk. Moving forward to the front line of Bakhmut, the latest update suggested that the Ukrainians now, as I said in my previous video, they are using the Russian tactics, the Russian style of attack. The Ukrainians now, they are fighting along this whole front. This front is around 20 kilometers front. The Ukraine is trying to push forward the Russians. As I said in my previous video, the Russians has took defense line behind the water canal over here. Still fierce fighting over there, and still, the Ukrainians, they did not manage to make some strategic breakthrough. It looks like the Russians, managing very well the Ukrainians' attack. And honestly, the Ukrainians, like I said in my previous video, they are fighting on two fronts. They are fighting Russia and they are fighting the time. The time is not on the side of the Ukrainians, because the news which is coming from Belarus that already the Wagner PMC has established its first military camp. It is not far away, I think, from Minsk. And this military camp, has been established very fast. And like Prigozhin said in his very previous media, let's say, speech, he said that Wagner will be ready to operate again on the 5th of August. So let's say, he said, and he said the date exactly on the 5th of August. And I think from now to the 5th of August, I think Wagner will be ready, as many media outlets has said that Wagner training camp always, let's say the training program in Wagner, it's always taking between 1 month and a half to 2 months. If we start calculating from today information, it will be exactly, that Wagner PMC would be ready now to start an operation in north of Kiev. Like I said, the Ukrainians now, like I said before, the Ukrainians now, let's say, has collected, or let's say has changed many battalion positions, was on the front line in Kharkiv, in Donetsk, and they put them, all of them, on the Zaporizhia counter-offensive. And also Kiev government and Ukraine has moved a lot of armored vehicle and other battalions from other positions, like from the Belarus borderline, and also, let's say, from the Russian borderline with Sumy, and from the vicinity of Belgorod to the counteroffensive. And also the Russians has took this advantage, and they start, make operation to advance, start from Luhansk area toward Kharkiv. Well, the situation, it is honestly, it is hard and critic for the Ukrainian army. It looks like, the next days will be very hard for Ukraine. And maybe this year, if the Ukrainians' counteroffensive did not succeed, and we see Wagner start an operation, toward Kiev, or maybe to take control of, let's say, Chernihiv Oblast, or maybe Sumy Oblast. Maybe that time, Ukraine and her allies has no choice only to sit down for negotiations. So yes, guys, that was a short video about the latest update that has happened the last 24 hours. And again, I am welcoming the new joiners of Politic Tube. And of course, if you are new to this channel, please make sure to like and subscribe. It is an amazing support for this channel, and I am wishing for everybody an amazing and fantastic day. Bye bye.